Get ready for the biggest moves in marketing. New CMOs are facing intense pressure as we dive into what they absolutely must prioritize in their first 100 days. We're talking immediate action and massive impact right now. Look at the global shift. From Saudi Arabia's content creators to Cannes panels embracing the creator economy, discover the massive opportunities opening up for film and TV as content creation takes center stage. Don't miss a second of this. Marketers and brand creators must adapt quickly to the evolving landscape of influencer trends. Ad Age has released a crucial guide for chief marketing officers, emphasizing the urgency of the early tenure. The content stresses that new CMOs must strategically prioritize their efforts during the initial 100 days in the C-suite to maximize impact and establish a strong foundation for the organization. This guidance is essential for navigating the current marketing environment. The fifth annual edition of the podcast show is set to kick off on May 20 at London's Business Design Centre, marking a significant event for creators, platforms, brands, broadcasters, and studios. The two-day program will feature 9 stages and over 450 speakers, promising a dynamic exploration of the creator economy and international programming. Organizers anticipate record attendance, with delegates expected to travel from over 50 countries spanning Europe, North America, South America, Asia, Africa, and Australia. Global and iHeart Podcasts are confirmed as headline partners, sustaining a strategic alliance that brings iHeart's podcast shows to the UK and global studios, flagship shows to the US. The 2026 program introduces 2 new dedicated sections. The Creator First Stage, in association with Arcade, will delve into fandom, community building, audience growth, platform strategy, and creator-led businesses. Jordan Schwarzenberger and Arcade, the team behind the UK creator group Sidemen, will host, featuring discussions on capturing streaming-first attention and content strategy. The International Stage and Networking Lounge, partnered with Podimo, will feature an international cohort, including speakers from Australia, the US, Canada, Germany, France, Denmark, Italy, and the Netherlands, focusing on international monetization and global storytelling. Esteemed speakers include Corey Layton, Carrie Lieberman, Greg Glenday, and Morten Strunge. Day 1 highlights include a panel on brand alignment with podcasts in 2026, sponsored by iHeartMedia, and a conversation on video podcasting on Apple Podcasts with Susie Warhurst. A key monetization session, Show Me the Money, Global Monetization, Distribution, and IP, sponsored by Podimo, will convene industry leaders to discuss global revenue streams. Day 2 features a YouTube-sponsored workshop on podcasting and artificial intelligence, a session on launching content on YouTube, and a panel examining podcast advertising attribution using Global's DAX ID platform, alongside a discussion on future growth trends. Jason Carter, co-founder and festival director of the podcast show, stated that the program mirrors the industry's trajectory, emphasizing its international connectivity, video-first approach, and influence across entertainment, culture, and business. The event will also include a creator advice lab offering expert access across production, legal, branding, and monetization. The Podcast Show 2026 will run through May 21 at the Business Design Center, produced by AV Media and Events, a collaboration between SME London and Get On Media. Influencer marketing infrastructure, moving beyond scale. Influencer marketing is facing a critical juncture where technological scaling is outpacing practical industry understanding. Philip Brown, a seasoned industry veteran, argues that the current landscape is plagued by solutions built without the lived experience of practitioners, leading to fragmented and unsustainable programs. This perspective has driven his work, including his newsletter, the Influencer Marketing Academy, and the launch of Creator Economy Architects. Brown's central thesis is that many businesses are increasing investment in creator marketing without first establishing the necessary foundational infrastructure for long-term sustainability. He critiques the current approach, stating that most influencer programs are merely ad hoc campaigns that reset monthly, rather than structured, strategic programs. He posits that the industry lacks an industrial knowledge bank, as reporting outlets fail to track recurring debates, allowing solutions to be developed by outsiders who lack on-the-ground experience. Brown's career spans agency work at Come Round, influencer SaaS at Trocker, and in-house roles at Formula E, 2K, and Air Up. These varied experiences have provided him with a multifaceted view of the industry, from output-driven agency work to support-oriented SaaS facilitation, and the strategic challenges of in-house brand management where marketers must balance execution with stakeholder demands. He emphasizes that for brands, influencer marketing requires navigating multiple lenses, demanding agility due to constantly shifting budgets and expectations. The core problem, Brown asserts, is often strategic and foundational, not just executional. When programs underperform, the industry tends to blame execution, creator selection, brief quality, while overlooking deeper structural issues. Creator Economy Architects is designed to address this gap by focusing on infrastructure, defined broadly to include strategy, team design, workflows, reporting, and alignment. The company provides infrastructure consulting alongside automated agentic workflow products. Key areas of focus include 1. Audit and diagnosis, starting with a thorough audit to pinpoint where performance is lost, be it in creator mix, attribution, budget allocation, or workflow inefficiency. The goal is often to narrow the program around what already works rather than attempting to scale without a solid base. 2. Context over output. A significant concern is the confusion between output and fit. Brown stresses that data signals, like view counts or engagement rates, are insufficient unless viewed through the lens of specific brand objectives. The crucial question is not just what the creator achieved, but how they achieved it, whether through genuine relationship building or transactional sales. 3. Agentic workflows. The product Sodali's is being developed to reduce the administrative burden on influencer marketing managers. By implementing an agentic coordinator, the aim is to automate repetitive tasks such as sourcing, contract management, and follow-ups, allowing human talent to focus on high-value activities like strategy, creative ideation, and building relationships. Brown maintains a cautious stance on AI, advocating for its use in reducing administrative overhead, but warns against adopting tools that prioritize content output over strategic alignment. He stresses that before increasing spend or adopting new technology, businesses must assess if their internal team structure and capacity can genuinely support the scale. Ultimately, Brown's long-term vision is to see a future where most brands possess a healthy, stable in-house influencer marketing department capable of meaningful community engagement, treating creators as human partners rather than programmatic ad buys. Creator Economy Architects is positioned as the mechanism to help brands build these lasting foundations. A pivotal discussion on the intersection of content creation and the mainstream film industry took place at the Cannes panel, Embracing the Creator Economy, hosted by the Saudi Film Commission in collaboration with Channel YouTube International. The event brought together key figures including Florent Lamy of Alev 8 On, Casper Shirazi of Storyfied Ventures, Baha Abdelmajid of the Saudi Film Commission, and industry veterans like Lina Maleka and Mohammed Hefsi. The panel highlighted a unique trajectory in Saudi Arabia, where content creation flourished before the establishment of cinema. Baha Abdelmajid noted that local content creators established themselves on platforms like YouTube prior to 2018, creating professional production houses like Telfaz 11 that now produce blockbuster hits. Zainab Abdul Sama of MBC Group emphasized the high level of respect and credibility afforded to these creators in the kingdom, stating they entertained audiences before cinema existed. Several popular Saudi filmmakers and content creators began their careers on social media, successfully cultivating loyal, young audiences. Lena Malaika reflected on her own journey, noting that as cinema was non-existent, she pivoted to content creation, finding parallel opportunities as the local industry began to open up. Industry experts debated the relationship between traditional film and content creators. While the global film industry has been wary, the Saudi context embraces these creators, viewing them as valuable assets. Kasper Shirazi argued that content creators offer a distinct advantage, including the ability to take greater risks and possess deep audience data. Victoria Feh of IPRVC highlighted investor interest in the direct-to-consumer relationships content creators forge, emphasizing the power of multi-platform engagement and data-driven business models. Conversely, veteran producer Mohammed Hefsi cautioned that while content creation provides valuable audience feedback, transitioning from online presence to fully fledged filmmaking requires significant infrastructure and training. Florent Lamy of Alev, Adon noted that European gatekeepers are often failing to recognize the quality of content creators' work, viewing them as genuine artists rather than mere influencers. The consensus among panelists was that the film and TV industry must recognize and tap into the immense talent pool within Saudi Arabia's burgeoning creative content sector.